All right, today we're diving deep into one of Pakistan's most secretive and important military sites, Norcon Air Base. Now, on the surface, it's a key strategic facility. But for years, there have been these whispers, these rumors, that it might not be entirely under Pakistani control. So let's get into it. So here's the big question, the one that really gets to the heart of it. Is this critical Pakistani airbase actually a secret hub for the United States? I mean, that's a huge claim. It touches on national sovereignty, secret backroom deals, and some seriously high-stakes geopolitics. And, well, the evidence is, let's just say it's complicated. And this is the explosive claim that really set things off. It comes from a respected Pakistani defense analyst, Imtiaz Gul. He's not just whispering, he's saying out loud that the U.S. effectively runs the show here, and that some parts of the base are a total no-go zone, even for high-ranking Pakistani officers. That's a wild claim, right? So we have to look at what's behind it. Okay, so to really understand what's going on, we need to peel back the layers. Let's separate the official story from the secrets that might be hiding just beneath the surface. So on paper, Norcon is a super important base for the Pakistan Air Force. It's in Rawalpindi, it's packed with transport aircraft and surveillance gear. And look at its location. It's right next door to the capital Islamabad and the Army's general headquarters. I mean, this isn't some forgotten runway in the middle of nowhere. It's right at the nerve center of Pakistan's entire defense establishment. But then you have these allegations which just totally clash with that official picture. The claims are that U.S. planes come and go as they please, nobody inspects their cargo, and there are areas where Pakistanis simply aren't allowed. And get this, some have reportedly even been turned away at gunpoint. It paints a picture of a base within a base, one that's playing by a totally different set of rules. Just when you thought it couldn't get any more complicated, this whole situation was thrown into the global spotlight. And it was all because of a dramatic, hypothetical military event that defense experts have analyzed called Operation Endor. Now, it's really important to note, what we're about to walk through is a speculative analysis, a kind of what-if war game scenario. It's set in a hypothetical May 2025. It starts with a terrible terror attack, which then triggers a massive Indian retaliation. And over the course of a single night, Indian forces launch precision missile strikes. And, you guessed it, Norcon is one of the main targets. And we're not talking about a minor border skirmish here. No way. In this scenario, we see Indian Su-30 and Rafale jets firing incredibly sophisticated missiles, things like the BrahMos or Scalp. This was a demonstration of a serious capability to hit targets deep inside Pakistan with stunning accuracy. And the damage was huge. Satellite images from after the strike showed total chaos. Specialized trucks obliterated, buildings flattened, and massive fires burning across the base. But here's the most alarming part. The damage was dangerously close to facilities that are linked to Pakistan's nuclear command and control. That raises the stakes incredibly high. So, in this war game, you've got this devastating attack on a critical base. So how did Pakistan react? Well, this is where the official story really starts to fall apart. At first, the official response was pure denial. Officials in Pakistan were downplaying everything, even trying to spin it as some kind of victory, insisting there was no real damage. But that story just couldn't hold. Eventually, the story completely flipped, and top leaders admitted that, yeah, Indian missiles had hit multiple sites, and Norcon was definitely one of them. I mean, it doesn't get more direct than this quote right here. The Prime Minister himself, Shehbaz Sharif, talked about getting a call from his army chief at 2:30 in the morning, confirming the strike on Norcon. That one admission just completely shattered the initial denial and raised some very serious questions about just how vulnerable this key base really was. So, with all these conflicting stories flying around, who do you believe? Well, sometimes the clearest evidence cuts right through all the noise, and it comes from way, way up. Okay, quick science lesson. I promise it'll be quick. A heat signature is basically the infrared glow that an object gives off. For a satellite looking down at Earth, a really intense heat signature is a dead giveaway that there's a huge fire or a major explosion happening on the ground. So remember what we just said about heat signatures? Well, what do you know? A NASA satellite happened to be passing over right after the strike, and it picked up a massive heat wave, a giant heat signature coming straight from Norcon Air Base. This data from space was pretty much undeniable proof of a massive fire, confirming the attack was every bit as intense as claimed. So why does this matter so much? Well, former U.S. officials didn't see this as just another attack. They saw it as a powerful strategic message. By hitting a target so close to Pakistan's nuclear command infrastructure, India was sending a crystal clear warning. We can reach your most sensitive assets, and we can potentially neutralize them. So that brings us to the aftermath. And believe me, a suspiciously fast rebuilding effort and some very interesting visitors only made the mystery around Norcon even deeper. Just look at how fast this all played out. The base gets hit in May. By early September, just a few months later, it's already fully repaired and back online. And then, almost the second the paint is dry, a U.S. military C-17 Globemaster touches down on the runway. That timing is, well, it's pretty curious, isn't it? Now, the official story for why a U.S. military cargo plane was there, it's pretty straightforward. It was delivering humanitarian aid for the terrible floods in Pakistan. A noble cause, for sure, bringing in things like tents and water pumps. And this right here is the billion-dollar question. Was this really just about humanitarian aid? Or, when you consider all the long-standing allegations of secret U.S. operations and the incredibly convenient timing of its arrival right after the base was fixed, could there be something more going on? So let's just recap. You've got claims of a secret base, a simulated devastating military strike, a contradictory official story from the government, and then a perfectly timed U.S. aid mission. The mystery of what is really happening at Norcon Air Base is far from solved. So now I want to turn it over to you. After seeing everything from the analyst claims to the satellite data, what's your gut feeling? Is this just a case of a well-timed humanitarian mission, or does it all point to a much deeper, secret military partnership? Jump into the comments below. We really want to hear what you think. Hey, if you enjoyed digging into this mystery with us, do us a huge favor and share this explainer with a friend who loves this kind of stuff. And of course, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's biggest mysteries. Thanks for watching.